Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking at day 2 of a super Mongo storm in progress that is comprised of a Pacific Northwest component, a remnants of Hurricane Bud component, and whatever the hell is going on in the Gulf of Mexico mega moisture component. All three have been combining, while not combining, to wreak havoc all across the United States. And so we're looking at this monster now, and look at these lines that she's forming in the water vapor. It almost looks like she's trying to turn into a hurricane on land, which I guess is called a landicane. And you're going to have to forgive me this time because I'm kind of super duper mega frustrated. You see, I've been holding the Asteroid Fight Club for over 5.5 years now, telling people about the sun and the volcanoes and the coming storms. And now that we're here, and nobody seems to be paying attention. Now, I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying the majority of people seem to be chasing whatever dog and pony show, theater of war, that our government and the people who control our government seem to have rolled out for us for that day. Man, they got some shitstorm menu chalked up for at least another 1.5 years, I imagine. So yeah, we got major damage in a lot of places all over. Where do you want to go first? We got like tornadoes in Colorado, major flooding all up through Minneapolis, Wisconsin, Illinois, Minnesota, and Texas. Well, I guess good news is it seems like Houston might have bought one of those fancy shields that New York has. I don't know if you remember Hurricane Sandy. When it slammed into it, it was a hurricane. But when it hit it full force, it turned into a tropical storm, which ended up being a boon win, from what I heard, for insurance companies, just due to classification. But look at that giant snake of a storm. It has been missing the east part of Houston, where I live the majority of the time, whereas it has been shooting the giant snaking moisture up the border of Texas and Louisiana. Now we're going to get into some scary crap. But wait, the good news. The storm may have peaked. Maybe not. Right now we're at 39,000 lightning strikes in the last 2 hours across the United States, Mexico, and Canada. So that's a pretty high lightning number. We'll see. I don't know, maybe we can pop some champagne or negative champagne if it hits 40, just to celebrate arbitrary round numbers. But that it shows the storm system is pretty intense. As Brittany Boyer of AccuWeather points out, the rain continues in Texas. Here are just some of the rainfall totals that have come in over the last 48 hours. We got over 1 foot of rain in Falfurrias, Texas. Beaumont had over 10 inches. Alice, 9.3. Ben Bolt and O'Donnell coming in at over 7. I don't imagine we'll get to see all the damage till tomorrow, if even then. And I gotta say, yeah, the whole time I'm watching this system... Wait, where'd you go? The whole time I'm watching this file up right there, my brain's going, hey, that kind of looks like the Edgar Cayce map. Like it's going right up here. Although that's not the best Edgar Cayce map. But this is the Hopi Nation map. Yeah, so it seems to be saturating that point. And another point is all the rain up top is up in here, causing major mass damage. How much major mass damage? Enough to cause a dam failure in Wisconsin. A major dam failure in the United States. States of emergency issued, and they have a lot of flooding over Wisconsin, and apparently up through, like I was saying, Minnesota. And then Texas, we know, is getting hit pretty hard. Michigan, major flash floods, tornadoes tear through the Midwest, hail. So, and now they're jacking down their rising sea level rates to about like 2030. So that means like 12 years. So if you're doing government math, that means about 2 years. So, I don't know. It's like, I know that I document all this stuff for everybody. And I don't do it because it pays well, and I don't do it because it provides me with access to a lot of beautiful, smart, loyal women who I get to date. I don't do it because people bake me fantastic cakes. I don't do it because this is the type of shit I dream about, and then it makes me happy when I dream about it. I do it because I thought it was the only chance we have as human beings and the Earthlings to come together to deal with these rapid Earth changes. Because the lava in Hawaii is now really, really fast and coming out super yellow, which means there's not many crystals in it. We got this volcano in Guatemala. It's a volcano field, actually. It's popping off a bunch of volcanoes, and it's killed a lot of people. With pyroclastic flow, there's up to 1,300 degrees. And then you got whatever the hell has been going on in the Gulf. And this thing continues, sad to say, at least through Thursday. And if you're a little fuzzy in the head right now, I understand. But it's only Tuesday. Tuesday. So, we got a ways to go, Junior. We do. So I'm a little punch drunk now. Haven't been talking about this for 2 weeks. And then now that we're here, and what you're seeing in the middle here is what you're talking about, an actual land of cane forming over land. Pressure doesn't seem that low, though. Anyway, but what we'll be concentrating on now is, this is today into Wednesday, Thursday. So it doesn't look like on here the rain really clears out of Texas till Friday in the same areas that have been getting hit and affected. And it looks like the Midwest might have more storms after it. Another one rolling through that could be pretty bad, causing worse problems in an area that always has really bad problems. And we just broke 40,000 lightning strikes in the last 2 hours. So, yeah. And so it's just weird to me. And I'm not ranging into politics. I'm just talking about what everybody else on the planet seems to be talking about immigration and a wall. So like I said, if you're paying attention, you got a whole row of volcanoes that are firing off here. You got Hawaii over here. It's got a bunch of volcanoes popping off. And the lava in the 6 weeks has only been getting more output per day and faster. And so you have rain rates that are somewhere around 400, 500%. And so you got one part of America saying, hey, we're going to build a fucking wall here. Somehow, between all the lava destruction, all the flooding and the rain, somehow they're going to build a wall all the way up the border. And so right now, the problem on the border is, we got a bunch of people who are trying to escape South America and Mexico from drug cartels and volcanoes and poverty and all that stuff. And they're risking their life to come up north into America. Yes, I know that's illegal, but I'm just saying, as your planetary defense commander, Star-Lord New Thor 7, this subject that I've been talking about seems to be way more serious. And I don't see Democrats or Republicans mentioning the fact that we've now had like $2.2 trillion worth of damage in the last year and a half. And like I said, it's knocking down homes. There were 60 sinkholes in, was it Minnesota or Michigan 2 days ago, where it just devastated tons of roads. So this one storm has wiped out tons of infrastructure and roads. It caused over 60 sinkholes up here. And now we've got 2 more days worth of rain throughout here. And at those rainfall totals we're talking about, no telling what type of damage it has done. And so you got Puerto Rico kind of demolished and decimated. You got part of Hawaii that has a non-stop, no-ended site volcano. And we've seen lots of infrastructure damage coast to coast in 2018 and, for the last 2 years. So I'm like, what are we doing, people? What are y'all doing? And like every once in a while, Mother Nature whispers, all the dead animals. And I turn to you guys, not y'all, the normal public of America. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. They're talking about dumb shit. So I'm like, man, we need some divine intervention. I'm not losing faith, but I don't know how many of these situations I got to give 2 weeks warning to, and then watch as the storms do major damage. And it seems like they're doing more damage each time, almost. And then have nobody really pay attention. And I don't mean nobody. I just mean the But it all makes sense because, we're being controlled by a military and oil industrial complex. Have been since JFK was assassinated. And so they have a mandate of perpetual war and oil forever. This is why we don't have a space shuttle. That's why we don't have an upgraded Hubble telescope. They don't want to make people think that technology for the public is supposed to advance in 2018. Oh yeah, and I'm in a bad mood because I tried to make a space force video. So I pulled all the presidents from Reagan up to Trump and then had watched and edited their speeches on the future of our space program. And yeah, you can just see plain and clear, man. Presidents ain't really calling many big shots. Doesn't seem. And if they do, or when they do, the public doesn't respond. So they have to fall back to their normal position instead of trying to unite the people. And so as where we spent, I don't know what, 2004-ish, fighting Iraq for 9/11. Now it seems like the big Iraq battles within our own country, where everybody's mad at everybody all the time, hating everybody, and it's just crazy. Like, and how striky is this thing gonna get? I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. People get mad at me. Sometimes I'm not talking about politics. I'm talking about the military and oil industrial complex. 2 completely different things, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's a storm, caused major damage. The weather's only getting weirder. Look at this giant cloud cover that's just thick and right off the coast, but it doesn't move inland. Dutch keeps mentioning that there are possibly live volcanoes off the coast of California, which I believe. Yeah, Dutch is great at earthquakes. Suspicious Observers is great at earthquakes. And SO does a great job on space weather as well. So if you want a full swath of this mildly depressing data, if you haven't gone numb already, then the truth community has quite a few good people. Mr. B333. I gotta figure out what that is one day so I don't mean to mispronounce it. I just can never remember how many B's or 3's are in it. And BP Earthwatch's weather stuff or space weather stuff is usually really good. And Dabu does a good job too of covering weather and sun events. So there's some solid members in the community, but man, holy crap! That's why that's why when I was trying to make a space force video, I wanted it to be funny and fun, kind of be like, that's what outer space is supposed to be. It's like the clip I was putting in the Avengers, where Ultron goes, "They look to the sky for hope. I'll take that from them first." That's really important, man. That's why they took away your space shuttle and handed you Martian dirt. It's like, here, buddy. Yep, we put 55 robots and rovers and satellites on Mars, and here, look, we got new pictures of Martian dirt. Is there life on Mars? We don't know yet. It's like, oh my God. People too busy paying their bills to really pay attention. I get it. But my whole point is, I wanted to make a fun and inspiring, like, outer space. It's supposed to be great. It's supposed to be something we can all get behind. Video, and then as your planetary defense commander, point out all the actual dangerous things that can come from space, and why it's good for Earth to take all the weapons it has pointed at each other, maybe just point it out the other way. And I'm not saying fire it, I'm just saying, you know, like, just seems healthier for the overall mental state of the world. If, wow, look at those things popping off. That's why I wish Crank and I could do a podcast so I could be like, hey, Crank, what the hell are those? Those are crazy. But yeah, this storm is wild. Can't remember the last time I talked about a storm for 2 weeks and it was a dud. And I guess I have to keep on talking to see how high the lightning is going to go. Will we break 41? Never seen 41. I saw 40 yesterday. Thought that was a record. Looks like we might break 41. And so, if in the title it said 41, then you know the ending. I've already spoiled the ending for you. But for now, I guess I would have to say 40.75 thousand lightning strikes. Well, it's a lot of destruction, a lot of damage. People have died. As I predicted. But the response is the same as it was, like, this is 2014, 2013. Maybe then the Beirut shit was all a psyop. And so, since we all lived past 2012, people are like, there's no such thing as major disasters. But we know that's not true. See, I'm trying to be funny. I'm forcing it. It's not working. Crap. I just want my sense of humor back. Although this map has said, this has dropped from 10 or 12 inches to about 3 to 4 in the next 7 days. Oh, no, there's no way that's true. Okay. Yeah, this thing always shoots in low anyways. So there you go. You got a crazy-ass monster storm that is tearing shit up everywhere. And I saw, there was another YouTuber, I forgot who I saw it from. What was it? The dam story. Like, I didn't even know about the Wisconsin dam until I saw another YouTuber post a video about it. Nobody mentioned it. You'd think a major dam failing in the United States would be a big story. I don't know. Let's see. USA Today. Like I said, I don't want to say that I'm hopeless. I'm just saying, as planetary defense commander and leader of Asteroid Fight Club, I'm disappointed. Not y'all. You're here. And shit, if you made it 18 minutes, then I'm definitely not disappointed in you. But I'm saying, like, what the hell? Okay. So with all this damage and destruction, failed dam, major floods across the USA. It's Trump, World Cup, which is bread and circus. Trump, doctor curses and mocks patient in viral video. And you know what? It seems like that's the media's latest thing. Like, or it's been for a while, like, go find me the worst human being you can. Get them doing something horrible, and then we'll do a big story on it. And if they're evil enough like David Koresh or Jeffrey Dahmer, we'll even make movies about them or miniseries, and people will love it. It's like, man, when did you guys turn into such goose-stepping, divide and conquer hydra jerks? No offense. I don't mean that. Like I said, I don't know what to do. So yeah, Trump, guns. Oh, even though there's a bunch of major flooding and 60 sinkholes. That's a lot of sinkholes for one day. The story here is a thief returns stolen Detroit train station clock. What? And more Trump. Trump says dams want immigrants to infest American flight still snarled at regional partner. Could it be because of the tornadoes, the hail, the hurricanes? Tommy Lee's son offers to foot bill for rehab. What? Like, I don't even... Yeah, so... As far as USA Today goes, I'm not sure they're allowed to cover weather. You know, weather can be a major part of the United States of America today. I guess. It's like if you ignore it, it just kind of goes away. That's their theory. Oh, man. All right. What about... Let's see where. Let's go to the New York Times. Although, you know, I don't think they talk about weather a lot. When they do, it's all climate. I'm just curious about front pages. New York Times, GOP. Oh, you have a... Now, here's one of a Divide and Conquer story, double bonus. And it was only about gay people. It's also about the death penalty. You had to work hard like, all right, I need a story about a guy who gets the electric chair because he wouldn't bake a cake for gay people. Can we get that story somewhere, somehow? You know? Or... Well, I won't take that joke too far. The Koch brothers. See, it's political. Dystopia's here. More World Cup. Crusader. I don't know. Damn, failing in the United States is a big deal as your planetary defense commander. China, White House, Russia, Cairo. Yeah, there's a lot of... I mean, we've seen 60 sinkholes, over a foot of rain. Tornado... I don't know. Alright, now to be fair and balanced, let's get a Fox now, wrap this long thing up. And like I said, I don't believe in any political party. I think a global group of now tech and old family money that control the military and oil industrial complex are in full control. And so they live safe above the fray. Probably don't even live in America. If they do, they're in and out real fast. And so, why else would you strip mine our country while setting the middle class and the quote-unquote poor people against each other based on race, sex, religion, creed? Unless you weren't going to live there, you know, in the long term. So yeah, Fox, Trump. Who's smarter, dogs or cats? Star quarterback snaps at kid who mocks him for Super Bowl loss. That's the editor's pick. Perhaps Blue Ribbon shortage may be looming. That's actually really bad news for me because the PBR is one of my favorite beers. Hurricane-proof home on sale, $4.9 million in South Carolina. And is it really hurricane proof? Like if it gets hit by a 200-mile-per-hour direct shot and is underwater for a couple days, is that still hurricane proof? Yeah, nothing. I don't know. So I talk about like, hey y'all, you know, I really don't like asking for money. I don't like it. Don't like it at all. And it's probably why I can't get a date with a woman that I want a date with because, you know, I gotta ask you guys. But you're not gonna get the information that we supply other than YouTube, it seems. You know, not just for me, there are other people out there that do it, but, you know, as long as it, like, Google pays us like a tenth of what they did a year ago. And I'm not talking or complaining about money. I'm just saying it's pretty clear to me that you know, the groups that would make up the military and oil industrial complex also pretty much have full control of media. So they ain't right, they ain't left. They're above the fray. They're like on a satellite. 41,000 lightning strikes. 150 miles above Earth, looking down on us. I guess. I mean, I'm still pretty sure they're good guys, and we still got quite a few fighting chances, but because even if they screw the people, I don't think their endgame plans are going to work, and they're going to set up some major badass utopian future. I mean, my intuition, which has been pretty right, has been saying, yeah, we got to work together or we're going to fail. It's that simple. If you want to make it to Civilization 1, it's really not that super uncommon. We have to work together. You have to have the people in the planet working at a high level, which is extremely possible. You know, we've never had a good system that tried to create good, honest, cool human beings. Our educational system has always been here to make good employees. You know? Anywho. 41,000 lightning strikes. And 26 minutes. Oh, man. So, yeah. As a Christian, I will pray to God for more help. And, if people say they read Revelation, they got it all figured out, you can go ahead and break it down for me in the comments. You know, you can go paragraph by paragraph, and I'd like you to break down the entire chapter for me instead of just like bumper sticker on 1 or 2 sentences. You know what I'm saying? Because I spent my life reading that. Oh, that's my cue. Better go before Elon Musk breaks in with a flamethrower and turns me into fried chicken. Or horse meat tacos. Anyway, stay cool. And if somehow this video triggered you, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But as your planetary defense commander, sometimes I just gotta lay the absolute truth out there. And the truth is, wow, I can't believe the numbers of people who are actually waking up are this low. But hey, who can blame them? You know? Look how happy I sound. And my girlfriend is imaginary, so I have faith. Damn, man. Can we pull our heads out of our asses? And I love you. God bless everyone. Talk to y'all soon. But yeah, the storm is going to go on for like 2 more days. And I don't see the weather getting calmer overall anytime soon. And we're still in hurricane season. You better be prepared for some big pop-ups and crazy days indeed. Alright? Stay cool.